there have to be changes.
The whole notion of regime change isn't working very well in Libya, is it?
I disagree with that. I think we are seeing slow but steady progress. The pressure on the Gaddafi regime has increased to the point that Gaddafi's wife and daughter fled across the border into Tunisia in the last 2 days. The oil minister has defected. So we're making progress. I wish it would go faster. They certainly wish it would go faster, but we're on the right path.
Why does the killing of civilians in Libya justify U.S. military involvement, but the killing of civilians in Syria does not?
There's no one-size-fits-all.
Hold on a second. You know, that's Katie Couric.
Deborah Couric, yeah.
We didn't. We do know.
Yeah, Deborah Couric.
But Deborah Curry. Does this sound like? I mean, she's obviously being groomed by the White House because she's being kicked out of CBS and she's going to go someplace else and do special reports.
And she's reading all these questions with her eyes down.
I was just going to say, it sounds like she's reading from a script. These are so poorly executed as questions.
She is actually, because this is a 2-camera shoot or 3-camera shoot. She's actually has her eyes down and she's reading the question from the paper.
She is reading the questions the White House wrote for her then.
Yes, and this is very important how Lucifer answers and then what happens next.
Yeah, I want to mention to people that the reason that you want the White House, or the way the White House would prefer this performance to be done this way, is because it has to lead the listener. You first got to get the listener to a frame of mind. And then you draw, it's just the way you do sales, so one of the old sales tricks I always like is.
Do you want the sandals or the boots? Oh,
I like the sales trick where a guy says, well, don't you agree that, or don't you agree, to get you to say yes a couple of times about some innocuous questions. And once you say yes and you put your brain into yes gear, then they drop the bomb on you.
All right. So here comes something very funny.
In Syria does not.
There's no one-size-fits-all, and there's no magic wand. If there were, we'd be waving it like crazy.